agus fáilteráibh Harneis go Parca Croke le haid cléthcréomh na hÉir na Bell idir an Galway agus an Bhí. Hello everybody and welcome back to Croke Park for the big game of the day, the All-Ireland Senior Football Final between Meath already on the field and Galway yet to arrive. There is a huge crowd gathered here today. They've been trying to pack the terraces. The stands, of course, are already packed. I needn't tell you, every ticket will hard to get for quite a while. And there is the terracing behind the canal goal on our right. They've been using loud hailers and what have you to make room for more and more people coming along. And it is a colourful crowd of green and gold and maroon and white. Out on the field, along the side, there are many visitors from America. There on the extreme left, if we came slightly to the left, there is a priest in a, you can see him there in the center of picture now. I know he flew from America on a delayed flight the other day, all the way from America back to his native Spiddal to come along to cheer his Galway men here today. There he is with the light coat and in the soft hat there, just behind that young lad who, well, as I say, quite a large crowd, and they've come from north, south, east and west. There are people from many walks of life here. For example, there is, I think down here, yes, down in front of us, Dr. Kine on the left, the Bishop of Meath, and if I'm not mistaken, that's Canon Fogarty, as we know him, of Tipperary on the right. And then in the background, we can see, I think, Mr. Charlie Haughey, one of the members of the government, and indeed there are very many members, Mrs. O'Sheacon just on the left, and there are very many members of the cabinet, and Mrs. Lamass there in the foreground, Brendan Holland, the Mayor of Galway in the centre, and Taoiseach, Mr. Lamass on the right, completed, need I tell you, with the pipe. And the Meath team came out kicking the ball around a little bit earlier than they were anticipated, and they are over on the far side of the pitch now wearing some very flashy looking new jerseys. Now, I would like to mention at this moment that we shall be joined at about 3:05 by radio listeners to Radio Éireann, by listeners to many stations throughout the world, as we endeavour to bring the story of this great day of Irish sport to people all over the world. And if during the course of the match we refer to some of the rules and things like that, well, I know that you regulars will understand. There's Peter McDermott with the socks tucked in, well, he's just hidden now from view, the socks tucked in there on the right. Peter used to wear a cap to keep his rather extensive black hair out of his eyes, but it's not necessary anymore as he leaves. The Meath team, in fact, going back now into the tunnelway as the roll of the drum for the arrival of the President. Shahív Uachtaráin na hÉireann. President escorted by the President of the Gaelic Athletic Association, Alpha O'Meara. Presidential salute. President greeted by Mrs. Lamass and Mr. Lamass. And Meath are now coming back out on the field again. Noel Curran begging for the ball there on the right. The man who scored 5 points in that brilliant win over Down in the semi-final, number 15 there. Ollie Shanley, number 12, Davy Carty, the captain of the team. And there's Peter McDermott holding the ball now. And Peter, the former star of Meath, nowadays their coach. Number 21 there is Martin Quinn, the man who was suspended and only came back as a legal member of the team at midnight last night. He is one of the substitutes. And there they are, the 28 members of the Meath team. 15 to play, and they can only, of course, draw on 3 substitutes, but they've got quite a variety to draw from, right down to number 28. And they're giving the cameraman quite a little problem to get them all in the one shot. Meanwhile, the Pipers Band are marching over towards the far side, leading the Artane Band, who of course will lead the parade of the teams. And in a moment or two, Galway will be coming out on the field, but there's no sign of them yet. Well, cameramen, well, I ask you. Smile, boys, just one more, or words to that effect. And all eyes now over towards the tunnel from which the Galway men will emerge. And mention of the Galway men, just one person comes to mind. There's a young lad strictly in time. As I was going to say, mention of Galway reminds me, of course, of John Dunn, the secretary of the Galway Board, the father of Cyril Dunn, and reminds me today, too, of Mrs. Dunn, the wife of John Dunn, who unfortunately is unable to be here today, missing her first All-Ireland since John's big victory back in 1938. Mrs. Dunn, on behalf of the lads and on my own behalf, we wish you well. And now the Black Raven Pipers Band, the Lawrence O'Toole Pipers Band, and now here come Galway, led by Enda Colleran, the champions. Sean Mead just trotting out now. Seamus Layden, Noel Tierney, and Galway in their maroon jerseys, kicking the ball around at the railway goal on our left. And incidentally, we'll be giving you the teams in a few moments, but there are no changes. Agus Barriera Galera Card agus Falteroiv Payat in the Wilshire, Falteroiv go Park of Croke, Glahaig, Cleha Craven here in the Bell, either in Vig agus in Galway. And so we greet radio listeners to Radio Air and Radio Brazzaville, WNYC in New York, KLOK in San Francisco, people listening in Boston, in Washington, in Chicago, in Toronto, and in Los Angeles as well. And we are very pleased to know that Brazzaville are with us and that you are, we believe, receiving us. We greet you wherever you are on this big day for sport in Ireland, the day of the All-Ireland final. And right now the teams are out on the field with the Galway men now posing for their photographs. Meath have already done so. And as they pose for their photographs, this might be as good a time as any to give you the line-outs of the sides. First of all, Galway. In goal, number 1, Johnny Geraghty of St. Paul's. Right full-back, number 2, Enda Colleran of Mount Bellew. Number 3 at full-back, Noel Tierney of Milltown. Number 4 at left full-back, Bosco McDermott of Williamstown. The half-line on the right, number 5, Colleen McDonough of Father Griffin's. In the centre, Sean Mead of Ballinasloe. And on the left, number 7 of Martin Newell of Father Griffin's. Centre field, number 8, Jimmy Duggan of Clare Morris, and number 9, Pat Donlan of Dunmore. The Galway team posing at the moment for their photograph. And we give you the half-line on the right is number 10, Cyril Dunn of Ballinasloe. Number 11, Matty McDonough of Ballygar, and number 12 is Seamus Layden of Dunmore. Top of the right, Liam Salmon of Father Griffin's, number 13. Number 14 is Sean Cleary of Ballygar, and number 15, top of the left, the red-haired John Keenan, number 15 of Dunmore. And now for the Meath team who are also playing as selected. And Meath will line out with number 1, Sean McCormick of Nobber in the goal. Number 2, at right full-back, Ginny Donnelly of Screen. Full-back, number 3, Jack Quinn of Kilbride. And left full-back, number 4, Peter Darby of Trim. The half-line on the right, number 5, Pat, also known as Red Collier of Stamullen. In the centre, number 6, Bertie Cunningham of Beliber, and number 7 is on his left, that's Pat Reynolds of Walterstown. The centre field, number 8, Peter Moore of Balnabracky, and partnering him is Tom Brown of Enfield, wearing number 9. The half line on the right is Tony Brennan of Enfield, wearing number 10. Number 11 in the centre is Murty O'Sullivan of Kilbride. And number 12 on the left is Davy Carty of Screen, the captain of the team. Top of the right, number 13, Jerry Quinn of Kilbride. Full forward, number 14, Noel Curran of Dunshaughlin. And top of the left, number 15, Ollie Shanley of Duleek. And the referee, Jimmy Hatton, is now about to toss the coin. Jimmy Hatton of Wicklow in there in the centre with Davy Carty on the right. Phelan O'Brien giving some instructions out there in the absence of George Hughes, to whom we wish well. And up goes the coin. Enda Colleran on the left has won the toss and has decided to play from left to right with a slight breeze in favour of Galway in the first half. Enda Colleran, number 2, the right full back, and the captain this year as he was last year. Now the band formed up on the far side of the pitch. The referee, as I say, having a word down there in the centre with Mr. Rock of delivery of football fame, the man who always delivers the football to the referee here at Croke Park. Jimmy Hatton, who refereed the hurling final and has now had the distinction, not unique, but nevertheless a well-deserved distinction, of also refereeing the football final in the same year. And incidentally, the minor final was refereed by a Wicklow man, Eamon Moles, and Jimmy Hatton is also a Wicklow man. And the minor final, the result was Mayo 1 goal and 12 points, down 1 goal and 8. A victory for Mayo in the All-Ireland football final, and let me say here and now that in that Mayo team were a few names that I'm sure we're going to hear of many, many times again, particularly Seamus O'Dowd, the centre field man. And now Galway limbering up, keeping their muscles moving, Enda Colleran and kicking around, and the sharpshooter Cyril Dunn, and then just behind him Martin Ewell as they form up now. Then in the foreground the Meath men, as we look over towards the far side, Ollie Shanley with his arms folded, all waiting for the martial air that starts the parade. And now the grand parade is on. A huge crowd roaring themselves hoarse already as this parade gets underway. The Artane Boys Band out in the centre of the field doing their martial turn, as in their mixture of uniforms, of the new uniform and the old uniform, the light blue and the navy blue, the scarlet and the white webbing, and whatever little sun there is shimmering on the instruments as the band marches over now towards the Hogan stand, with the Meath men marking time out in the centre, and some very interesting posters out in the amongst the spectators. Peter, here we come, fit and well, Meath. And that is one that we notice, and there are many others too. And here they come now in the parade, the Artane band leading Galway and leading Meath. Brought up by their goalkeeper, Sean McCormick, and the rear for Galway brought up by their fullback, Noel Tierney. Galway seeking their third All-Ireland in a row, seeking their sixth ever. Galway seeking to become the first Western county to win 3 in a row. In fact, the only counties to have won 3 All-Irelands in a row are Kerry, who did it twice, and Dublin, who did it 3 times. Meath seeking their third All-Ireland ever. Meath seeking revenge for their narrow defeat in the All-Ireland semi-final of 2 years ago, when they were beaten by Galway by 2 points, a game that was controversial in the minds of many Meath men. And the crowd roaring, the flags waving on this very colourful, exciting day at Croke Park. There's an atmosphere here at the moment. One can almost put one's hand out and get a fistful of atmosphere as the crowd revels to cheer their heroes as they march across in front of the Cusack stand. And over they come now. In the last 25 months or so, these sides have met 3 times. Galway won twice, Meath won once. But in each occasion, 3 points or less divided these sides. And down in the years too, while other counties were bidding for their 3 in a row, Meath was the county that on 2 occasions robbed them. Kerry won the All-Ireland in 53, Meath won it in 54, and Kerry won it in 55. But for Meath's victory in that 54, it could have been a Kerry 3 in a row. Cavan won in 47, Cavan won in 48, heading for their 3rd in a row. However, they ran up against Meath, who won in 49. Can Meath again become the giant killers? Well, that's the question. And now, down in front of us, we notice that Mr. Sean Shearcon, the General Secretary of the Gaelic Athletic Association, the President of the Association, now walking out onto the field with Archbishop Morris, Archbishop of Cashel and Emly, as the band plays Dóchis Thing Leif Pádraig, as His Grace walks out to the teams out in the centre of the field. $75,000 people in Croke Park today, turning now to face the tricolour over the Cusack stand. The backs go back to their positions, the forwards go forward to theirs. Referee in the centre of the field checking the players as they go back. The band turning now to face the tricolour. The roll of the drum, agus shuhiv auran na bhíon. From glory. That's the story now as Galway bid for 3 in a row. First time ever for Galway. Meath bid for their 3rd title ever. Everything set for the start of this game. Referee Jimmy Hatton getting ready to throw in the ball. The 4 centre field men out in the centre of the pitch. The whistle, the throw in, and the game is on. And first to break away is Jimmy Duggan of Galway, sending Galway into the attack with a long ball up the field. Jack Quinn blocking it down for Meath, and the referee blowing his whistle and penalising the Galway man for pushing Jack Quinn, and there's a free out for Meath to be taken by Ginny Donnelly from just about 15 yards out from their own end line. Ginny Donnelly's kick high, goes to Seamus Layden of Galway, 50 yards out. Seamus working his way through now, he's been chased, trying to sidestep his men, hits the ball out to the wing, where it's gone out to Matty McDonough. Matty McDonough, a high ball that loses ground rather than gain it. It comes down to Jimmy Duggan of Galway. And the Galway man, a left-footed one into Sean Cleary in front of the goal. Jack Quinn is there. Sean gets the ball up. He's trying to take his shot. His kick is half blocked down as he's tackled there and is cleared out by Bertie Cunningham. For me to the centre of the field. And now it's Peter Moore in possession, but fouled as he's brought down there. And there's a free for Meath about 55 yards out from their own goal. Quite legal to handle the ball, of course, in the game, but you can't carry it more than 3 steps. A long free, well up the field. Meath in the attack now, with the attack broken up by Noel Tierney of Galway, who sends the ball about 50 yards out, breaking down this side of the field. Peter Moore in there for Meath, getting the ball on the halfway line, sending it up to Ollie Shanley, who tried to keep it in play but can't. The ball goes out over the line, and it is a sideline kick for Meath. Kick given to a team when the opposing side send the ball out over the sideline. The kicker of this one, Tom Brown, just 50 yards out. Lowish one, knocked down to Davy Carty for Meath. A high curling ball right across the front of the goal mouth. It's gone too high and it's gone wide. 2 minutes gone, no score. Noel Curran, who scored 5 points for the Meath man in the semi-final, looking very tense as he comes out now, waiting for the kick out, which no doubt will come out into the middle of the field. Enda Collin with the kick out, and it comes to the middle of the field to Pat Donlan. Pat Donlan for Galway, up along the left wing. John Keenan going up for it. Out there too is Bertie Cunningham. Matty McDonough has it now for Galway. Out on the far sideline, 30 yards out, 21-14, running up the far side. Oh, but slipping doesn't even seem to worry Matty as he picks himself off the ground, sends the ball into the centre to Sean Cleary on the 14-yard line. It's a shot and it's a point. Two and a half minutes gone. Galway 1 point, Meath no score. Sean Cleary the scorer. Dinny Donnelly takes the kick out, goes down to the centre of the field for Meath. Tom Brown getting it out there in the centre, sending it left-footed out towards the sideline, got over the sideline, right into the crowd, and there is a line ball for Galway. Colleen McDonough to take it. Colleen McDonough standing back to take it. Sends it into the centre to 18-year-old Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy Duggan way up the feet. Jack Quinn comes out for Meath. And the ball goes over John Keenan. Matty McDonough's in there. Drawing on it now. First time and getting it down is Pat Reynolds. Pat Reynolds to Peter Moore. And the referee blows his whistle. Calls for the ball. And there's a free for Galway. Picking it off the ground there. Pat Donlan to take this one. Wind behind him. Just 51.5 yards or so out from the goal, and it's a kick by Pat Donlan, dropping right into the goal mouth. Fisted down by Bertie Cunningham, out to the wing, where it comes out here to Salmon. Salmon takes the shot and it's got to the left and it's gone wide. Liam Salmon taking that one and sending it wide, and the score remains after 4 minutes of play. 1 point for Galway and no score for Meath. Galway playing with a slightish breeze in this first half. Dinny Donnelly taking the kick out. Down it comes to the centre of the field. Well held in there by Peter Moore for Meath. He's been bottled up, but he shakes off the bottling uppers and gets the ball out to the left. Enda Collin and Ollie Shanley going for it. And neither can get to it. It goes out over the sideline. As the Meath man sent it over the line, it's a Galway man to take the kick. And the kicker is number 2, Enda Collin. Well up the field. In under Pat Reynolds, it breaks down now to Peter Moore. Peter Moore coming up now, Cyril Dunn is after him, and the referee blows his whistle and calls for the ball, comes over and says a word to Cyril. Take it easy, boy. Elbow a little bit free there, and there is a free to Meath being given by the referee where the ball landed after the foul occurred. Quite right too. Pat Reynolds, the taker of this kick, and Pat sends the ball running towards the goal mouth. Locked down back there by Sean Meath for Galway. A short, well-placed pass to Jimmy Duggan of Galway. Fisting it up free now to Pat Donlan of Galway. 70 yards out from the Meath goal. Tom Brown is after him. But Pat kicks it over now, and under the dropping ball is John Keenan. John Keenan of Galway racing through now. And from 30 yards out, he sends one that's high and wide. Galway 1 point, Meath no score. A high one that went wide there. But hold it, the referee, in all the din, the referee had blown his whistle and had awarded a free to Galway that nobody seemed to have heard. The referee standing over there on the far side, about 40 yards out from the Meath goal, and Cyril Dunn gone across to take it, about 15 to 20 yards in from the far sideline. Cyril Dunn, the kicker, as he walks up now. High and over the bar, a point for Galway. The score, Galway 2 points, Meath no score, Cyril Dunn, number 10, the scorer. And just over 6 minutes gone in the first half. Remember, Galway playing with a slightest breeze in the first half. Ginny Donnelly with the kick out. Left-footed one down to the centre of the field, and up go the grasping hands. It breaks loose. Not terribly loose, but Cyril Dunn is there to snatch it up and send Galway into the attack again. Out comes Jack Quinn with the ball. He gets it out near the sideline. He's been chased, but he gets his kick in. Colleen McDonough and Dave Carty, and it goes off McDonough's hand, and it is the line ball for Meath. Pat Reynolds, who got his hand caught in a machine during the week, doesn't seem to be too worried by the injury. He takes the kick, however, it's shortish. It's blocked down by Cyril Dunn. Into Matty McDonough. Matty racing his way through. He's on the 14. Two Meath men around him. The referee has gone running up. The referee is... Oh dear, the play is going on, but the referee, he'll have to get a hooter or something, because there's so much din here. The referee has penalised Matty McDonough for handing off as he was going through. He had the ball tucked under one arm and the other arm was flying to keep not the flies but the opposition away, and there is a free out. It's taken by Ginny Donnelly for Meath. Peter Moore high in the air for Meath, in the middle of the field, gets the ball up along the left wing where it comes up now towards Ollie Shanley, who's come out for it. Ollie in towards the goal, and in there is Noel Tierney on the 21-yard line. Noel's kick blocked down in there by Murty O'Sullivan, but he gets his clearance in, but it comes in the loose. Now I was going to say it went to a Meath man, it didn't. It went instead to Pat Donlan, and Pat racing up the field with the ball now. Toe to hand, 50 yards out, now 40, now a shot, and now it's gone wide. Galway, 2 points, Meath, no score. 8 minutes gone. And there's great excitement here in Croke Park today. Ginny Donnelly, the kicker. Into the centre of the field, Matty McDonough brings it down. Up he goes with the ball, toe to hand. He's made a good 20 yards and he's still going. He decides to take a shot. It's half knocked down, but it goes out onto the wing. Oh, a lovely piece of interception there by the ever-present Peter Darby. And Peter Darby for Meath sends it down to the centre of the field, where it goes to Tom Brown for Meath. Meath in the attack now, up along the right wing. The ball blocked down by Enda Cullen, who's beaten by Ollie Shanley. The ball goes in now to Jerry Quinn, and Jerry working his way past Bosco McDermott now. Bosco trying to keep the ball out, succeeds, and gets it out to the far side of the field. Davy Carty racing out for it. Sean Mead racing out after him, the big and the small. And out there on the far side too is Pat Donlan, who lifts the ball up, but the referee has blown his whistle. Oh dear, Pat working his way up the field, but the referee had called him back. We just can't hear the whistle. It was a bit of pushing over there. The referee right on the spot saw it. But the whistle, well, it just can't be heard with the wonderful din of excitement that's in Croke Park today. The score after 9 minutes. Galway 2 points, Meath no score. And Red Collier's to take this one. And the hero of Meath sends it into the goal mouth. Hands reaching for it. The ball breaks down. Nobody getting to it. The ball stalemate in there. Pushing. One way or another, it's coming out. It comes out to Corey McDonough, and he gets it out to Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy Duggan now, tipping it out to the waiting Pat Donlan. Pat 50 yards from his own goal, soloing up the field, fisting now to John Keenan, coming down for it on the halfway line. John Keenan first timing it up the field, hopping ball in toward the goal mouth, and lovely fielding there by Peter Darby. Peter Darby for Meath with the ball, out now to Pat Reynolds. The pass intercepted by Sean Cleary. Sean Cleary, who's everywhere at the moment, to Matty McDonough. Matty McDonough trying to get it up, gets it in the wing to Liam Salmon. Liam Salmon to John Keenan. Keenan 10 yards out. His kick blocked down by Bertie Cunningham. Out to Pat Reynolds. Pat Reynolds bursting his way through, and his kick blocked down by Cyril Dunn. Coming up is Tom Brown. Tom Brown and Cyril almost collided. They didn't. Tom Brown got the ball and sends Meath into the attack. Jerry Quinn with it now, 60 yards out from the Galway goal. A dangerous dropping ball going in to and back to cover up is Enda Cullen, and Enda Cullen gets the ball and clears it out into the centre of the field. Up goes Pat Donlan, but he's tackled high in the air there, and the referee has awarded a free to Galway for a foul tackle there on Pat Donlan in this fast, exciting All-Ireland final, with Galway leading by 2 points to no score. Martin Newell taking the free. Up to the far side, the two red men on the field. Red Collier with it, and the red-haired John Keenan momentarily after him. Red Collier getting the ball up the field. Bosco McDermott can't get down to that one. Noel Tierney is there. He's beaten. The ball goes out this side of the field. Racing out after it here. Noel Curran, but he can't get to it as quick as Enda Colleran. And Enda's got it now 21 yards from his own goal line. Sends the ball up into the centre of the field. Hands reaching, but it comes down to Manny McDonough. And the very fit Matty sends it in along the ground. Just to Sean Cleary, 40 yards out from the Meath goal. A high ball to the left and wide. Some of these shots might well be expensive before the hour is over, because Galway have had 3 wides in that, well, early stages of this first half. Some, well, that looked easier than that last shot of Sean's. That was a difficult one from farish out, but some of the others looked a little bit easy. 2 points to no score, Galway the leaders. Cyril Dunn trying to shake off the Meath men as he takes a shot from way out. He can't shake him off, and he can't shoot too straight in the circumstances, and the ball goes wide. Liam Salmon, one of the newcomers to All-Ireland finals on the Meath team, being very closely watched by Peter Darby. Out comes the kick out by Dinny Donnelly out into the centre of the field. It goes well feeded high in the air by Peter Moore. Peter opening up the play for Meath now. A long, high attacking ball, dropping 30 yards out from the Galway goal. Bosco McDermott is there, and Bosco grabs it and clears to the far side. And Seamus Layden fisting it up now to John Keenan. Back to Seamus Layden. Red Collier racing after him, but Seamus Layden still with the ball. Into John Keenan. John Keenan is shot, and it's high, and it's over the bar. John Keenan, the red-haired, top of the left, the scorer of that one to make the score after 13 minutes of play. Galway 3 points, Meath no score. Sean McCormack, the goalkeeper for Meath, placing the ball for Dinny Donnelly. This 14-stone Dinny Donnelly, the heaviest man on the Meath team, sending the ball out to the centre of the field where Peter Moore gets it. Moore being chased by young Jimmy Duggan, takes his shot. Coming across on the far side, Martin Newell. Martin thundering into the ball, but thundering also into Ollie Shanley, and Ollie robs him. 50 yards out now from the Galway goal. Ollie drops the ball in towards Murty O'Sullivan. And Murty's kick is blocked down. In comes Davy Carty, he sends it in. A screwy shot, then Sean Meath recovers it after it looked like curling out of his reach. And then out to the far side where Red Collier is still tussling for the ball. I thought for a moment the whistle was gone. It wasn't. Red Collier has beaten 3 men now, and away he goes up the field. And Pat Donlan is after him, but Red sends the ball out to the far wing where it goes out to Tony Brennan. Tony on the 21-yard line, out near the sideline. A high curling ball is cutting right across into the centre, and it's gone wide. And so, after 14 minutes of play in a very exciting first half, Galway 3 points, Meath no score. And out come the players, trotting out to await the arrival of the ball, which will be kicked out by Enda Colleran. Out to Pat Donlan, but it's not Pat who gets it. It's Tom Brown, and Brown for Meath, going racing up the field with the ball, and from 30 yards out, he sends it right out over the end line and wide. And what we said some moments ago, Tom looking a bit disgusted with that one, and who could blame him? What we said a few moments ago about some of the Galway misses, well, it also goes for the Meath misses at this stage. Enda Colleran's kick out right down the centre of the pitch, dropping 60 yards out. In fact, it's over the heads of everybody. And Colin McDonough gets it for Galway, right up. And Jack Quinn, fielding 50 yards out from his own goal, gets it for Meath and sends it up along the left wing. Enda Colleran out after the ball, getting it. Shakes off. No, he doesn't. He did shake off, but he's kicked. Blocked down there by Ollie Shanley. Ollie in towards Murty O'Sullivan. And Noel Tierney. Murty gets it in, but Bosco is there. Bosco McDermott first timing it out into the centre of the field, where it comes back to Enda Colleran. His kick half blocked down. Luckily goes for him to Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy Duggan, 70 yards to his own goal. Up to Pat Donlan, 60 yards to the Meath goal. 50 yards, 40 yards. And Tom Brown struggling to get after him. He takes a shot, and it goes off the chest of Red Collier, and I needn't tell you it rebounds. Comes back down the field to Tom Brown. To Peter Moore on the halfway line. Colin McDonough trying to hold him up, succeeds momentarily, but Peter gets a good kick in right down the field. And Noel Tierney, having the best game he's had for a long time, getting that ball and sending it out to the far side, fisted back down by Tom Brown on the far wing to Murty O'Sullivan. Murty O'Sullivan up the field with the ball, and it goes to Martin Newell. Martin Newell now with a clearance out to this side of the field. Coming down for it, Liam Salmon, 70 yards out from the Meath goal, cutting his way into the centre, out to the far wing now. Red Collier going out for it. John Cleary going out for it. It's a dead heat. Or is it? Red Collier with the ball. And he's like a rubber ball as he rolls over. And the ball goes. But the referee has blown the whistle and has penalised a Galway man, I think it is, for picking the ball off the ground on the far side. Galway 3 points, Meath no score. Ginny Donnelly to his own 50-yard line. The ball goes to Bertie Cunningham, and the sturdy Bertie in the centre puts Meath into the attack, but the ball screws off his boot, goes out over the sideline, and it is a line ball for Galway. 55 yards out from their own goal. Enda Cullen is the kicker. In it goes, fisted down by Peter Moore. Comes loose to Davy Carty. Davy Carty up now to Ollie Shanley. 60 yards out. Ollie trying to hold on to the ball to let his forwards get in. He gets it up now on the far wing. Bosco McDermott blocks it down. And Bosco clearing it up the far side. Seamus Layden racing down for it. Almost misjudging the hop, but who could dare suggest that he would? He didn't. And he gets the ball and sends it up toward Sean Cleary and Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn gets his fist to it, sends it out over the sideline, and it is a line ball. A sideline ball for Galway. Just about 23 or 4 yards out from the end line over on the far side of the field, and Pat Donlan gone over to take it. 3 points for Galway, no score for Meath. Pat's kick, hurling across into the goal mouth, up they go for Jack Quinn, breaks it down. Cyril Dunn is in there, so is John Keenan. Cyril Dunn is down injured. The referee has called for the ball and is awarding a free out. I think again penalising a Galway man there for picking the ball off the ground. Meanwhile, Cyril Dunn is down injured in front of the Meath goal. Coming in to attend to him now. No stoppages for injuries, and we just mentioned there are 3 substitutions allowed. And the free out taken by Ginny Donnelly comes to the centre of the field where Sean Mead gets it for Galway. And Sean, high but not long, up the field, fisted by Pat Reynolds, comes down to Cody McDonough for Galway. And the Galway man sends it up the field, out onto the far wing. Sean Cleary with it now. A high dropping ball that's dropped and it's gone just barely wide. And the score still is Galway 3 points, Meath no score. And Cyril Dunn has momentarily gone off the field. I don't think that they have replaced him. No, he's coming back. Here he is. He's coming back, looking pretty shaken, but coming back. This is the man who has the knack of sending over the points from all angles, as any Cork man will tell you. From the kick out, the ball comes down to Pat Donlan. Pat Donlan up along the wing now, going back for it and getting it as Pat Reynolds for Meath. Trying to get past 2 Galway men, not only trying but succeeding. Oh, slipping, going for it there, Tony Brennan, but getting it nevertheless. And Tony for Meath sends the ball way up the field and sailing up for it there. Noel Tierney, 70 yards out from his own goal. Turning defence into attack. John Keenan trying to get to it, but Red Collier is there. And Red soloing up the field now, all alone. And then with the high ball, dropping it into the centre of the pitch. Murty O'Sullivan hooshed over there by Sean Mead, and there is a free with that push in the back. A free to Meath from about 70 yards out from their own goal. Tom Brown, who was a member of the Garda Síochána, the Irish police force, to take this one 70 yards out from his own goal, and he sends it well down, brought down by Noel Curran, can't quite hold on to it. Ollie Shanley, another member of the police force, sends it in now to Davy Carty. Davy from way out the field, sends it in towards the goal mouth. Johnny Geraghty waiting for it to get in near him, and the ball just outside the goal area. Noel Tierney trying to get it up. He gets it up all right. Tony Brennan is after him, but he gets his kick up the field now to 18-year-old Jimmy Duggan, the youngest player on the field. He may be young, but he's big and he's good. The ball goes now to Red Collier, and Red, bottled up there, is beaten by Seamus Layden. Seamus racing along the far side of the field with the ball to John Keenan. John Keenan cutting inside Ginny Donnelly, and John with a high ball that's dropping out to the right. Sean Cleary trying to get out to it, and Jack Quinn making sure he doesn't as the ball goes wide. Galway 3 points, Meath no score. A very low scoring game so far. 21 minutes gone in the first half. And from the kick out, the ball going. No, Liam Salmon doesn't let it go over the sideline. He gets it and sends it up around the right wing to Cyril Dunn. Jack Quinn comes out, tackles him, but the referee waves on the play. The ball across the front of the goal. It's a goal! Makes the score 1-3 to no score after 22 minutes of play. It's Colleen McDonough now, no relation of Matty's with the ball. Up now to Sean Cleary, who is on the ground. Red Collier on top of him virtually, but he gets the ball back to Seamus Layton. Seamus takes a shot, it hits the upright, comes back into play. John Keenan going out after it. He's been chased by Jack Quinn. John trying to get an angle to take his shot, takes his shot, but the angle wasn't good enough, and neither was the shot, and it's gone wide. That goal a moment ago, it looked as if Cyril Dunn was fouled. The referee allowed the play go on. Cyril, incidentally, has gone down injured again. The referee allowed the play go on, gave Galway the advantage. The ball went through to Matty McDonough, and Matty crashed it into the back of the net. 1-3 to no score. In favour of the Galway men, and it's Galway back in the attack again now. Jimmy Duggan into Sean Cleary, beaten by Jack Quinn, and the ball comes out now to Matty again. Matty McDonough's shot blocked down by Jack Quinn, and Jack coming out the field with it now, all on his own, and he sends the ball high, dropping 70 yards out from his own goal. Out to the far side of the field, tipped over to this side by Martin Newell. Martin Newell upfield, Pat Reynolds drawing on it first time, gets it down, but it's a Galway man who gets it. Jimmy Duggan to Liam Salmon. Liam Salmon high, right over the bar, and it's another point for Galway. Liam Salmon the scorer, and Cyril Dunn still being attended to out there after 23 minutes of play. Galway 1-4, no score for Meath. Ginny Donnelly with the kick out. Remember, Galway playing with a breeze in the first half, and feeding the ball is Pat Donlan. Pat Donlan way up the field with this one. And Galway men going hither and thither, and the ball won't come up to him. Cyril Dunn doesn't look too bad now as he grabs that ball on the far side of the field and sends it dropping. Peter Darby gone back to it for Meath, lets it hop over his head and allows Seamus Layton to tap it out over the end line wide. Strange that Meath haven't managed yet to score, but remember, in their semi-final they did not look too good in the first half, but they looked brilliant in the second. And remember too that Galway, leading 1-4 to no score, are playing with the breeze in the first half. From the kick out, the ball comes to the centre of the field again, and back come Galway. Ginny Donnelly getting it down, but he's robbed by John Keenan. And John, although he slips, everything goes right for Galway at this moment. Although he slips, he manages to get it into Seamus Layton. Seamus Layton has shot it over the bar. Over the bar for a point there by Seamus Layton to make it 1-5 to no score after 25 minutes of play. Some switches in the Meath team. Bertie O'Sullivan, top of the right. They're all switches all round down their way, but right now, yes, it could be, it is going their way. It's Peter Moore for Meath, up with the ball now. Jerry Quinn up on top of the left now, coming out for it, but he can't get there. Ball comes loose to Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy Duggan 50 yards from his own goal, right up this side of the field. Pat Reynolds goes down for it, gets it up into his hand, and then sends it well downfield, dropping 40 yards out from the Galway goal. Grabbed there by Marty O'Sullivan. Marty going through. Bosco McDermott is after him. Bosco fouls him as he tripped him in transit, and there's a free in for Meath. This could be Meath's first score of the game. 25 minutes gone. Marty O'Sullivan, the kicker, right in front of the goal, and he sends it over the bar. A point for Meath. 26 minutes gone. Marty O'Sullivan the scorer. Marty O'Sullivan the scorer, and that for Galway 1 goal and 5 points. Meath 1 point. Marty O'Sullivan top of the right. Jerry Quinn full forward. Noel Curran centre half forward. That's the switch in the Meath team as Meath try to get into the attack again, but Pat Donlan sends the ball off his boot on the far side out over the sideline. A line ball for Meath. 65 yards out from the Galway goal. Red Collier to take it. Meath attacking now, and well, that push in the back, you could see it from outside behind the stand. It was so obvious. A free out to Galway for a very obvious push in the back there by Murty O'Sullivan. Bosco McDermott to take the free with just over 3 minutes left in the first half. Bosco kicks it up centre, brought down by Davy Carty for Meath, cleared up by Martin Newell to Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy Duggan high upfield, Jack Quinn going backward, doesn't quite hold on to it. Cyril Dunn, who's gone up top of the right, gone out after it. Sean Cleary out there too, the ball very near the sideline or the end line or some line. It's in the corner, the linesman is running up, the umpire is running out. And the umpire wins, it is a 50. It's a 50 for Galway. That is a free given to the attacking team when a defender deflects the ball out over his own end line. It's virtually on the sideline. Pat Donlan to take it beside the white flag marking the 50-yard line, and Pat says, take that flag away, you know, I'll do it myself, and he stands back now. And it's a good one in towards the goal, drop right in the goal. Jack Quinn is there. Jack Quinn grabbing the ball to his chest, clearing it out the field. Where it comes down to Noel Curran. Noel Curran out this side of the field to Peter Moore. Peter Moore going up along the right wing now. A long ball up to Jerry Quinn. Jerry Quinn, who got two valuable goals in the semi-final. Out to the far side to Tom Brown. And in comes Martin Newell. Martin Newell trying to get up the field with it. Ray is blocked a bit, but the ball does get up. A collision with Red Collier and Seamus Layden. The ball goes over the line off Red Collier, and it's a line ball for Galway. And just in case Seamus's friends are worried that I mentioned there was a collision, he is fit and well and taking his place. Red is a sturdy boy indeed, and anybody who collides with him, well, 9 times out of 10 you'd know you'd collided with something. But Seamus seems all right, and so does Red. From the line ball drops about 30 yards out from the Meath goal. A very obvious bit of pushing there, and there's another free to Galway. This one about 25 yards out from the Meath goal, dead straight in front of it. Cyril Dunn is the taker, and I'm sure the cheer will tell the tale. Yes, it's a point by Cyril Dunn with 29 minutes gone in the first half, and our stopwatch. Galway lead 1 goal and 6 points to Meath's 1 point.
A few words from the staff of new PMPA.
At every PMP office in the country,
you'll find things have changed for the better.
Our easy payments plan is better.
you can pay in easy stages.
You'll find the service faster.
Much faster.
Things are better at new PMPA.
Pat Reynolds out near the wing, waiting for the ball, along with Liam Salmon, who's moved out to the half-forward line. From the kick-out, the ball comes down, and the referee has called for the ball, and it is half-time. Half-time, Galway 1 goal and 6 points, Meath 1 point. Referee checking his watch, the whistle, the throw-in in the second half is on. Galway 1-6, Meath 1 point. And Meath into the attack as Peter Moore sends a long one way up the field. The ball blocked down by Noel Tierney. Noel, although he's on the ground, gets a clearance in to Jimmy Duggan, the youngest player on the field. 12 stone of Jimmy Duggan, pushed out over the sideline. It is kicking the ball, and it is a line ball for Meath. Meath attacking in the early stages of this game. Tom Brown standing back to take the kick. Very early stages of this second half, less than a minute gone. The shortish one goes to Noel. Noel Curran takes his shot right into the goal. Johnny Geraghty saving. The first save he's had to make today. It's a shortish clearances, and it comes back out again to Noel Curran. Noel takes a shot from about 14 yards out. It goes across the end line and wide. The score: Galway 1 goal and 6 points. Meath 1 point. Ball being placed by Enda Curran for the kick out. Enda Curran now for Galway. Right down the field. Ball coming out. Jack Fagan going up for the ball. Doesn't quite get to it. The ball gone out over the sideline. Also Jack Fagan gone out over the sideline. And it is a line ball about 40 yards out from the Galway goal for Galway. Martin Newell to take it. Martin looking a little bit anxious and worried now as he comes up to take his kick. Referee tooting on his whistle to tell him to come on, take the kick. He kicks it, sends it into the centre. Jimmy Duggan can't quite get up to it. The ball goes out to Cody McDonough on the far side. Cody's kick blocked down by Bertie Cunningham. And it's Galway in the attack now as Jimmy Duggan gets it 70 yards from his own goal. A high ball out towards the right. Cyril Dunn back out in his right half forward position again, shoulder to shoulder with Pat Reynolds as the ball goes out over the line. Cyril, who was shaken in a tackle early on, moved briefly to top of the right in the first half, but is back in his half forward position again. Line ball taken by Pat Reynolds. Comes up now to Peter Moore, 70 yards from his own goal. Peter, a high ball that drops about 40 yards out from the Galway goal. Noel Tierney coming out for it, can't quite hold on to it. Martin Newell is there. Martin gets it, he's been chased, but he still gets in his kick and sends it way up along the other sideline, very near, in fact, right over the sideline, and there's a line ball for Meath. Meath doing the attacking. Remember, Meath favoured by the breeze in this second half. 75 yards out from the Galway goal, just in front of the Hogan stand. Red Collier to take the kick, and Red kicks it now right into the centre of the field. Up goes Noel Tierney, brings the ball down, can't hold on to it, and Murty O'Sullivan gets it. Murty shakes off a tackle, gets a lowish shot in, and Noel Tierney goes down to it, clears it to this side of the field. It's gone right out into the crowd, and it is a line ball for me. 50 yards out from the Galway goal, down in front of the Hogan stand, and Red Collier standing back to take his kick. Nicely teed up for him there as he comes up to take it, and here it comes. And it's dropping right into the goal mouth, and up go the hands, and it's held up by Noel Tierney. Noel back to his brilliant best today, and Noel with a long, high relieving clearance. Matty McDonough gets it, lets it go to Seamus Layden, who sidesteps two tackles, then winds up with the ball, gets it very near the sideline, and the linesman signals that it's a line ball. Linesman signals a line ball. One of the Galway men didn't quite agree with them and said so. The referee saying, "Thou shalt not," and there is Red Collier coming to take his kick now, and he drops it right into the goal mouth. High attempted feed the ball to Bertie O'Sullivan. He takes a shot. It goes off somebody somewhere and comes back out to Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy Duggan to Pat Donlan on his own 50, now 60, about to be 70, and then he drop kicks it away up the field. Gone back for it is Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn about 35 yards out from the Meath goal, sends it upfield, but Pat Donlan is there again, 70 yards out from the Meath goal, 60 yards out from it, 50, 40, 30, and he tipped it into John Keenan. John Keenan on the 21, the shot, it's high and it's over the bar. A point. John Keenan the scorer, the red-haired John Keenan the scorer, and so after the Dunmore man looking thoroughly satisfied with his job of work there, after 4 minutes of play, or almost 5, it's Galway 1-7, Meath 1 point. Peter Moore with the ball now for Meath, up along the far wing. Ollie Shanley spun around there, but still with the ball, and takes his shot, and he sends it right into the goal mouth, and Johnny Geraghty fists it over the bar. A great shot and a great save. Ollie Shanley from the far side of the field, getting that ball and dropping it right in. Johnny Geraghty getting his fist to it and deflecting it up over the bar after just over 5 minutes of play in the second half. Galway 1-7, Meath 2 points. Meath playing with the wind in this second half. And the Cullen with the kick out once again. To the centre of the field, Matty McDonough going up for it, tapping it down to the waiting Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy Duggan 70 yards out along the ground to Seamus Layton 50 yards out. Red Collier policing him, but Seamus racing up, trying to put Red going the wrong way, still tipping the ball around, gets it back to Matty McDonough, to John Keenan. John Keenan from 50 yards out, high and over the bar, another point. Another point. Scored by John Keenan. Matty McDonough there had his part in it. Matty had his part in it indeed, but it was John Keenan who scored it, and that makes the score Galway 1-8, Meath 2 points after 6 minutes of play in the second half. Bertie Cunningham rooting the ball up the field, and the referee penalises Matty McDonagh for a bit of holding there, and exactly on the halfway line, or almost exactly on it. Bertie Cunningham to take a free for Meath. It's high, well upfield, blocked down on the far side. Noel Curran trying to get to it. Noel Tierney is there too. And in the battle of the Knolls, it's Noel Tierney, the winner. Rolling round on the ground doesn't seem to worry him, but being brought down the last time does. And certainly a tackle by one of the Meath men over there was very much unnecessary. And the referee having a word with him. On the far side of the field, Noel Tierney down injured. Referee having a word. And I'd say it's a stern one too. And they're attending to Noel Tierney, who had been tumbling around over there. Murty O'Sullivan was the man in question. And Noel is up, is all right, is going in to take up his position. He's still pretty shaken. He's going in to take his position. And there is a free out for Galway from about 25 yards out from their own goal over at the far sideline. Enda Cullen to take it, and it is a long one up the field. Matty McDonagh goes for it, gets it on the second attempt, and is pulled away from it as he's in possession there, and there's a very obvious free for Galway about 70 yards out from the Galway goal out in the centre of the pitch. Pat Donlan to take it. Pat's crouching down now as he takes his kick. A shortish one, well placed to Jimmy Duggan, who's having a great game in his first senior All-Ireland. Gets the ball to Seamus Layton, who's a little bit slow to get to it there, as Red Collier gets there first. Red with it now, trying to burst his way up the field. Gets it out now to Peter Moore. Peter Moore up now towards Noel Curran. Lets it go back in behind him, and out comes Bosco McDermott for Galway. And Bosco belts that ball down the field. Fisted further down by Matty McDonagh into Sean Cleary. Sean is beaten to it by Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn coming out with the ball now and turning defence into attack. Meath trying very hard to make this attack really work. But it's Pat Donlan breaking up the attack now, and he is brought down by Tom Brown 70 yards out from the Galway goal. An amount of little petty fouling creeping in now, a little bit unnecessary type. And the free taken by Pat Donlan goes up to Seamus Layton. Seamus Layton racing through. Bertie Cunningham is after him. He's on the 21. He's trying to fist the ball. He's held as he fisted. No, the play. No, I thought the referee had blown his whistle. He ran up as if he was pointing in, and the ball has gone out over the end line for a 50. That is the free given to the attacking team when a defender deflects the ball out over his own end line. Pat Donlan to take it. It's about 5 yards to the left of the goal on our left. And the huge, murmuring, exciting Croke Park awaiting the outcome of this as number 9, Pat Donlan, stands back to take his kick. It's straight. It's brought down on the goal mark by Jack Quinn, the full-back. He's very near the end line. He's kept it in play. He tipped the ball out now to Pat Reynolds, and here come Meath. Pat Reynolds coming up the field with the ball. He's on his own 40, 50. He's 60 yards out now, and then sends it away up the field. Noel Tierney brings it down in his own 50. And Noel, playing a game like the Noel Tierney of a couple of years ago, or of last year, is again the Noel Tierney of this year, getting the ball up where John Keenan gets it. John in now to Cyril Dunn. Cyril Dunn is shot, and it's gone wide. Galway 1 goal and 8 points, Meath 2 points. Almost 11 minutes gone. Ball being placed now for the kick out. There's a substitute. I think Mick White is coming on the team for Meath. I think he'll follow the play. And from the kick out it comes to Matty McDonagh. Matty McDonagh with the ball now, going up the field, sending it up with his kick is blocked down. He gets another go at it, but the referee has blown his whistle and sends it points for a free. Ginny Donnelly has gone off the Meath team and has been replaced by Mick White at right full back. A free to Meath about 60 yards out from their own goal. Bertie Cunningham to take it, and Bertie's kick goes high, well up the field. In under goal Tierney again, but the referee penalises one of the backs there for pushing. A very obvious push there. The referee dead on the spot. A free to Galway, or free to Meath, I should say, dead straight in front of the goal, and about less than 40 yards out. Galway 1-8, Meath 2 points. 12 minutes gone. Bertie O'Sullivan to take the kick. Can he narrow the gap? It's high and it's over the bar for a point for Meath, scored by Bertie O'Sullivan, and that makes the score now after 12 minutes of play. Galway 1 goal and 8 points. Meath 3 points. That is 11 points to 3 in favour of Galway. 1 goal equaling 3 points. Ball being kicked out from the 21-yard line, where it's kicked out from after the score. Enda Colleran, the kicker, and Enda drops it into the centre of the field. Jack Fagan gets it. He's been hooshed off the ball. In to get it now very quickly is Bertie Cunningham for Meath, and Bertie's high dropping ball drops 50 yards out from the Galway goal. Bertie O'Sullivan has got it now, trying to open up the play. Out towards the right wing, Bosco McDermott gone back for it. Noel Curran has got it for Meath. He's coming around to make an angle for himself. He makes the angle, he takes the shot, and he sends it over. A point for Meath by Noel Curran. Noel Curran, who scored 5 points for Meath in the semi-final, with picking them off from far out, picking that one off very well, making the score now after 13 minutes of play. Galway 1-8, Meath 4 points. And the crowd getting excited now with the prospect of a Meath revival. Or is it? Here comes Pat Donnelly with the ball now from the kick-out, shaking off 2 Meath men, trying to sell dummies to 2 of them before he tips it back to Martin Newell. First timing to Seamus Layton. Seamus Layton pretending to go left, going right, and then going left again. And Red Collier just wondering where he's going next. So also is Jimmy Duggan as the ball goes over his head from that pass, but he gets up to it and gets it on the 14-yard line. A high one right across the goal mouth. The ball held out there on the wing by Peter Darby, and Peter, one of the soundest backs in the game, clears the ball out into the centre of the field when it goes to Tom Brown. Tom Brown for Meath, opening up the game now, coming up along the right wing. Sean Meath coming out for him, and he passed the ball in now to Tony Brennan. Tony Brennan for Meath, a dropping ball into the goal mouth, where it's fisted across to Johnny Garrity, the goalkeeper, and Johnny coming out and from 14 yards out cleared the ball out to the far side of the pitch. But Jimmy Duggan gets it for Galway, and Jimmy going toe-to-hand up the far side of the field. He started in his own 50. He's now 40 yards from the Meath goal as he drops this one high across the goal mouth, and Sean McCormack in the goal, clears it and gets it out to this side of the field. Going out and gone out over the sideline, a line ball for Galway, and it is about 40 yards out from the Meath goal, just down to our left. Pat Donlan, number 9, to take the kick. Slowly now coming up with the kick. Across the goal mouth, and reaching for it. Bertie Cunningham getting it for a moment, letting it slip, however, tussling down there. And coming out of the ball is Bertie Cunningham, one of the Galway men down injured. Bertie sends it away up high in the air, and from the dropping ball is Red Collier coming up the field for Meath. Goes right, then goes left, now centre. Away he goes, right up the pitch. He started his own 30 yards. He's now 60 yards out from the Galway goal as he sends the ball dropping into the 14-yard line. The ball held in there by Noel Curran. Noel Curran over his head, his shot that's just gone wide. The score may be 1-8 to 4 points, but when a team can produce a movement like that, there's still plenty of life in them. Noel Curran not so happy with that effort. Enda Colleran standing back now to take the kick. Enda, the right full back and captain of the team. 60 yards out from his own goal, it drops down. Jackie Fagan trying to get to it, gets it up a little bit in the field. Bosco McDermott is there, and Bosco first times it down the field. And the ball held by Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy Duggan along the ground, up along the left wing towards Liam, to Sean Cleary. Sean Cleary very nicely tipping it in, and it's very nicely intercepted by Bertie Cunningham. Bertie Cunningham up the field with the ball now towards Tom Brown and Cyril and Coley McDonough. Tom Brown gets it, however, and Tom tips it up along the far wing, running onto it on the far side. There's one Meath man, but there's also a Galway man, Enda Corran, and Enda sends it down where Mary McDonough gets it, and he's on 50 yards out from the Meath goal. Tries to pass it up to Sean Keenan, the pass intercepted by Peter Darby, and Peter's kick goes to Galway man Pat Donlan, and Pat from 55 yards out takes a kick that goes up along the right wing. Two Galway men colliding now. Liam Salmon with the ball, trying to get in nearer the goal, takes a shot, it's blocked down. Mick White is there for Meath. White on his own end line, coming up the field with the ball now, left-footed out towards the far sideline, very near the sideline, kept in play by Peter Moore. Jimmy Duggan tried to embarrass him over the sideline, but he won't be embarrassed, nor indeed will he be pushed. The referee says he won't be pushed anyway, and there is a line ball, or a free taken for Meath, and it is taken by Pat Reynolds. Goes up along the far side of the field, and in now come Meath with a shot, and it's gone wide. Oh dear. A shot by Ali Shanley from about 30 yards out in front of the goal and wide. And the score, Galway 1 goal and 8 points, Meath 4 points. The stopwatch says 17 minutes gone in the second half. Kick out by Enda Corran. Comes to the 50-yard line, where it goes to Jack Fagan, who's fouled, and there's a free for me that Red Collier is coming up to take it. Red walking up now, the backs and forwards in around, and the referee signalling to Pat Donlan, stand back, you're standing too near the ball. Red takes his shot, and it goes right into the goal mouth. Martin Newell gets it first, then Noel Tierney. Noel tackled it, he's coming out with the ball and still gets his clearance in and sends it out to the far side of the field. We're waiting for it. Is Cyril Dunn coming across here? Seamus Layden is there too, and Seamus going up the field with the ball, tapping it out now to Liam Salmon. Liam Salmon 70 yards out from the Meath goal, his kick blocked down by Peter Darby. The ball goes to Red Collier, who's everywhere at the moment. And Red, 60 yards from his own goal, sends it across into the centre to the waiting Peter Moore, and Peter sends Meath into the attack again. A high ball that goes up towards Noel Curran. Noel Curran has it now, and he's trying to work his way past Pat Donlan. He's still doing it. He has it on now, about 40 yards out. A high ball that's gone over the bar for a point for Meath. Noel Curran the scorer. Narrowing the gap slowly but surely, and the score, Galway 1 goal and 8 points, Meath 5 points, 11 points to 5, and the stopwatch says 19 minutes gone in the second half. From the kick out, it is Enda Corran to Pat Donlan. Pat Donlan fouled by Jack Fagan, and Pat rolling over there as he fell on the ball. Frankie Stockwell coming in to give him a little bit of aid, but I think he's all right. Yes, he's all right, and the free is to Galway. Sean Meath to take it in a very short one, placed out to Jimmy Duggan. Back to Colin McDonough, and calling from 60 yards out to Seamus Layden, 50 yards out from the Meath goal. Seamus trying to open up a movement, being chased, still going strongly, still with the ball. 3 Meath men around him. To Matty McDonough, to John Keenan. In now comes Bertie Cunningham and Pat Reynolds. Pat Reynolds coming out with the ball. The referee penalises Meath for picking the ball off the ground, and there's a free in for Galway. Cyril Dunn to take it. Cyril to take it. About 35 yards out from the Meath goal and slightly to the left of it. Cyril Dunn, the kicker. And he has sent it wide. Cyril Dunn, usually so accurate on these ones, looking a little bit disgusted with himself. And here's Martin Quinn into the game. And the crowd, well, just listen to that Meath crowd. Martin Quinn in the game, the tall, fair-haired Martin. And Jack Fagan out of the game. Martin Quinn, I think, will go full back, and Jack Quinn, I think, will go centre field. But Jack Quinn is going to take this kick out anyway. He does. And Red Collier's got the ball from the kick out. He's got it, and he sends it right-footed up along this side of the field, where, well, Jerry Quinn has got the ball. Jerry Quinn with the ball in toward the goal, And Johnny Geraghty sidesteps it in, coming forward and gets that ball out to the far side of the field. Jerry Quinn with the ball again. This is the man who got the 2 goals against Down. He's working his way through. He's on the 14-yard line and he balloons it out over the end line and wide. The score, Galway 1-8, Meath 5 points. 9 minutes left in the game. Enda Colleran standing back to take the kick. Jack Quinn is out in the centre of the field now. Not only out in the centre of the field, but he's tussling for the ball right now. And he's already tussling, but he's got it. Oh, dear. Well, that isn't the kind of a show one usually expects in Croke Park. Pat Donlan almost removed the nicks from Jack Quinn as he was going up the field, but all was well. And there's a free for me, taken by Red Collier, well into the goal mouth, and it's fisted over the bar. Fisted over the bar, and it could have been more. Fisted over the bar there to narrow the gap, and the score of that one was Noel Curran, making the score now 1 goal and 8 points for Galway, 6 points for Meath, 22 minutes gone. Only 5 points between them. Meath picking off the scores in this wind-aided second half. And it's Jack Quinn with the ball in the centre of the field. We could have a grandstand finish here. It's Jack Quinn up the field, but Matty McDonough's gone back up to help the defence there. The ball goes to Martin Newell. Martin Newell for Galway, way down the field. Martin Quinn in under the ball, gets it. And coming up the field with it now with 3 Galway men around him. Shakes them off and boots the ball away up the field. The ball breaks down off somebody. Don't ask me, and I'm sure don't ask the linesman either. The players, both sides, willing to take the kick, but the linesman has decided he knows who touched it last. He's decided it was a Meath man, or it was a Galway man that touched it, and that it's a Meath ball. 60 yards out from the Galway goal. Red Collier the taker. Sends it across into the centre. The referee blows his whistle, penalises Meath for holding, and there's a free out to Galway. 7 minutes left in the game. 5 points between them. Galway 1-8, Meath 6 points. That is 11 points to 6. 1 goal equaling 3 points. Enda Colleran with this free. Way down the centre of the field. Pat Donlan going to it. Gets it. Racing up the field. Jack Quinn is after him. And if Pat Donlan could pull Jack Quinn by the nicks, Jack Quinn can pull Pat Donlan by the neck of his jersey, and I can assure you that the texture of the jersey is just as stout as the texture of the nicks. There is now a free for Galway for holding there, and this free will be taken by Martin Newell just short of 70 yards out from the Meath goal. Along the ground, Galway playing a lot of ground football today. Up now to Seamus Layden, going up along the left wing. Red Collier is after him. Seamus is still going up. He's lost the ball now, but he gets it into the centre. Matty McDonough with it now on the 14-yard line, fits it high, and a point. Matty McDonough looking now to be the first Connacht man to win 4 All-Ireland medals. The score of that one to make it 1-9 to 6 points. John Keane in possession now. 24 and a half minutes gone in the second half. The ball goes in now, and the collision there with Galway men, colliding with Galway men, and Meath men coming in there too. Peter Darby tapping the ball out now to Pat Reynolds. Pat Reynolds spun around a little bit there, and the referee calling up the play and says free to Meath. 5 minutes left in the game, 6 points between them. You never can tell as Meath comes back into the attack again. Peter Moore right up the field with the ball, but Bosco McDermott is there, and Bosco right-footed clears it down the field, where it goes to the waiting Pat Reynolds, and Pat is ever playing his heart out, coming upfield with the ball now, and still coming up the field with it. He's on the 40, 50 yards now. I should have said 60, but he's now let the ball into Tom Brown. He's on the 21, on the 14, he's shot in a point. Oh dear, a bullet that went about inches over the bar there. Tom Brown, the scorer. And that was certainly a very close one indeed. 5 points between them again now. 26 minutes gone. The score 1-9 for Galway, 7 points for Meath. And the kick out, half blocked down by Jerry Quinn. Noel Tierney gets it. Noel kicks it up now to Jimmy Duggan in the centre of the field. He shakes off a tackle. Jerry Quinn is out after him, however. Jerry, who of course is the brother of the other two twins, Martin and Jack, but he doesn't get the ball this time as Cyril Dunn goes racing away up the field with it now, and Cyril is 40 yards. Now, oh dear. And he is brought down with the most deliberate foul there, most unnecessary type of foul. Cyril Dunn picking himself off the ground now. And there is a free-in for Galway. About 3 minutes left in the game, 3.5 minutes left in the game on our stopwatch. 1-9 for Galway, 7 points for Meath. Cyril Dunn to take the free. And here it comes. It's over the bar. Another point for Cyril Dunn and another point for Galway. And that makes the score 1 goal and 10 points to 7 points for Meath with 3 minutes left in the game. And from the kick out, it's Peter Moore with the ball for Meath. Peter Moore out to this side of the field. Tony Brennan running out to it along with Martin Newell. The ball's going to beat them over the line. It's gone over the line. It is a line ball. Line ball, 40 yards out from the Galway goal. Bosco McDermott to take it for Galway. Sends it up along the near sideline, very near the sideline, in fact over the line. Line ball for Meath now, with just over 2 minutes left in the game. And the Galway supporters sensing victory as Red Collier sends this ball in. It goes down the far side of the field. Cyril Dunn going out with it. He's way back there, and John Donlan is in the game. John Donlan has come on, he's got the ball and sends it away down the field. John Donlan for Galway, up to the centre to Jimmy Duggan, or to Liam Salmon it was. And the ball goes now to Peter Darby for Meath. Peter Darby way up the field, and Jerry Quinn on the ground in front of Noel Tierney there. And the referee called for the ball, and there was a free out to Galway. A free out to Galway from their own 14-yard line. And the kick out taken by Enda Colleran comes down to Pat Donlan. Pat Donlan can't quite hold on to it. Peter Moore gets it now out to the far wing. And out there to Marty O'Sullivan. Marty gets it in, but Bosco McDermott clears it out to the far side of the field, out over the sideline. We make it just about a minute left in the game. John Donlan appeared on the team. I don't know who went off. Somebody went off for Galway. And Sean Mead, who's gone off the team. And this line ball taken goes into Red Collier, 21 yards out from the goal. Red trying to work his way through. And he's still working his way through. He takes a shot that bounds off a Galway man. It goes to John Donlan. And John coming in to play his part in the dying moments. Kicks this ball out to the far side of the pitch, where it is brought down by Peter Darby. Peter Darby tackled out there, and Peter gets it up now to Pat Reynolds. Pat Reynolds with the ball, working through for Meath. A high ball from about 35 yards out that's just gone out over the end line and wide. Seconds left in the game now. Referee looking at his watch, being asked by Pat Donlan, and Pat Donlan has got the word that the game is over. He's dancing round out there. The final whistle hasn't sounded yet. And out comes the ball into the centre of the field. The referee is calling for the ball, and Galway are All-Ireland champions. Yes, Pat Donlan running round with the ball in the centre of the field. He's running harder now nearly than he did during the game. And he's headed straight over for the dressing room before the crowd can mob him. And out in the centre of the field, the Galway team being absolutely mobbed. And let us very quickly mention that the Meath men were quick to congratulate their victors. And now Meath, with their hopes dashed for this year anyway, but certainly full of hope for the future, leaving the pitch on the far side of the field. no doubt disappointed and dejected. But nevertheless, they put up a fine show against a Galway team that really hit their peak. And those people who saw way back in the early stages of the championships the sign that this team still had it have been fully vindicated. Out in front of us now, a ring of the Gardaí trying to keep the crowd back. They're also keeping the players back as Enda Colleran gets his way through, being hugged by Johnny Geraghty and the 18-year-old Jimmy Duggan. What a wonderful lad this is, 18 years of age, and what a game he played down there for Galway today. Outside, way out in the centre, the John Keenan, Cyril Dunn, John Donlan, the whole lot of them being carried shoulder high, and the only chance they have of getting into the presentation area, I think, is to come over the heads of the policemen. John Keenan has just arrived. Mick Reynolds, one of the subs, who played many great games for Galway, just as excited as if he were out there in the field. Cyril Dunn coming through now. And there's still several players trying to get their way through to the presentation area on the Hogan stand. And a cheer going up as Seamus Layden makes his way up along. Tommy Sands after him. Frank McLaughlin, the sub-goalkeeper, going up too. And somewhere in there, I think, is Liam Salmon. Yes, he's down there. Martin Newell has just pushed his way through the crowd. The Galway followers so into, and Noel Tierney, who had such a great game for Galway today, getting his cheer as he comes up. And Matty McDonough, followed by Colin McDonough. They are McDonough of the McDonough clan, but they're not related. And the crowd really making it awkward for the stewards and the police down there. And Liam Salmon complete with cigarette, but I think that they're going on with the presentation without the remainder of the Galway team, who no doubt will make their way through. The president of the GAA, Alf O'Murray.
Tris Liam Low and Cleo Corn and Ye Hela a Horchin Awella Low. August Tris Liam Foster le Condi na mi in Sarflicky a vi Ogin Ye New. Vi Ferdin na mi mai August ma vi Galev Nies Far Pan Corn Shaw Tilchap.
And Enda Colleran, surrounded by his team and cheering supporters, holds high once again the Sam Maguire Cup. The Galway team who have won this title the third year in a row. And here is Enda Colleran.
It's more an honour, August unprivileged dumsa. Behama Hasso and Shaw, Egg Fall Creeve na Hearn, our son Fern na Galway. Fern Shea Ahas Nis Morum, Marase Shot on 3 hour, and ye hail a woman. Honig Ship, Cliffa Brewer Sport Show, August Boilam, Cohort, Cogart, Hissiano, Left Fernami, Mariella and Quia Jimry other. Near Irie Lonyu, Ag Bajer Gunairo in East Fairlow, and Vleen Shaw Hugging. President of Ireland, Archbishops, Bishops, Reverend Fathers, and friends. It is a great honour and privilege for me to accept this trophy on behalf of the Galway team. It is an even greater honour as this is the third year in succession that we have won it. I think you saw today a very hard, sporting and exciting game. Credit for that too must go to the Meath team for the performance which they put up. On my own behalf, I would like to thank all our players most sincerely for the wonderful loyalty, spirit, determination and cooperation which they have given to the county of Galway. A word of thanks too to our officials, some of whom worked very hard for the genuine interests of the team. And last but not least, I'd like to thank all you, our supporters, who have followed us down through the years. And now, in ending, I'd like you to give 3 cheers for a gallant Meath team. Hip, hip! Hip, hip! Hip, hip! Goramila Magi Galir.
Well, Enda Colleran can speak as well as play football. So, the Galway team, with Tommy Sands assisting in the taking down of the cup from the Hogan stand. Tommy with the stand for the cup. And the captain, Enda Colleran, with the Sam Maguire Cup. Enda just making its way down now to lead his men off the Hogan stand. And what a reception they're going to get when they get down there. And that Sam Maguire Cup that's been in many, many counties, but it's going back to Galway tomorrow. And up she goes, up goes Enda Colleran, being carried shoulder high. And as each player gets down, well, he too is going to go up there on the shoulders of the milling thousands of Galway supporters who certainly have a great deal to cheer about. And down in the midst of them too, many a green and gold colour paying tribute to the champions. And back behind, up they go now. They're all going up in easy stages, the various members of the team. Bosco McDermott, number 4 there. Bosco, who had, I think, one of the greatest games he's ever had today, looking tremendously fit before the game and certainly playing wonderful stuff in that vital second half. At half-time, you'll remember that Galway, who are playing with the breeze, led by 1 goal and 6 points to 1 point for Meath. And after 4 minutes of play, Galway went further ahead with a point by John Keenan. A minute later, Ollie Shanley got a point for Meath. And it looked as if Meath, favoured by the breeze in this second half, were going to make a real game of it. John Keenan, a minute later, had a point for Galway, and then came a run of scores for Meath. 12 points, Murty O'Sullivan. Or 12 minutes, I should say, Murty O'Sullivan. 13 minutes, Noel Curran. 19 minutes, Noel Curran. 22 minutes, Noel Curran for Meath. And it looked then that Meath were really going to make a grandstand finish. But with that steadiness that experience alone can bring, Matty McDonough came back for Galway with a point in the 25th minute. Followed immediately, however, by a point by Tom Brown for Meath. And then on the closing stages, Cyril Dunn, a point from a free by Cyril Dunn for Galway to close the score to make it Galway 1-10, Meath 7 points. And certainly the West is awake today in Croke Park. Mayo having won the Minor All-Ireland title, 1 goal and 8 points to Downs. 1 goal and 12 points to Downs, 1 goal and 8. At half-time it was Mayo 1-8, Down 3 points. And in the senior game, Galway 1 goal and 10, Meath 7 points. And so, as the curtain falls on the senior championship campaign of 1966, the crowds in Croke Park still there talking about what happened, what didn't happen, and what might have happened. We give you once again the scores and the games here. Kunda Muyo, Kulagasca, Kulindia,